Hi there. Are you wanting to start an IV hydration clinic or medical spa? Maybe you want it to be multi-state, or let's just take one state to showcase. Let's just say Florida. What are the legal basics that you would need to know? Well, here's the first one. At the moment, there's no single Florida agency that directly and unambiguously regulates IV hydration clinics. The legislature hasn't gotten that far. But that doesn't mean that an IV hydration clinic is not subject to a host of other existing legal rules. So for example, just think about who's providing the therapy. Let's just say it's a nurse practitioner. Let's just say the client, you, is a nurse practitioner. So can you start this IV hydration clinic autonomously? This is actually two different questions. So in Florida, the scope of autonomous nursing practice, that's the first one, it's limited to primary care areas like internal medicine, family practice, pediatrics, geriatrics. So the Board of Nursing hasn't really further defined a scope of nursing practice to include or not include IV hydration clinics. So our recommendation right now, if you're going to use a nurse practitioner, then the nurse practitioner should have a relationship with a supervising physician in Florida. Now in some states this is a collaborating physician. The scope of practice varies by state. And the next question is whether you need what's called a good faith exam. Currently, Florida doesn't have this requirement of an initial evaluation, but we do recommend it because it's best practice. It can be protective. A regular might say that you should have had one, even if it's not explicitly written into the law. And it really sets the foundation for the clinical relationship with the patient, which can be protective against potential malpractice as well in many situations. Now the follow-ups can be done by telehealth, but if you do the first exam by telehealth, it might violate the standard of care, or there might be any number of reasons that a regulator could take offense to that kind of procedure. And the only way you're going to know that is by having a bird's eye view of lots and lots of situations and seeing where people get in trouble, and the rules aren't always perfectly well delineated. Third, do you need a license? So Florida has rules about home infusion therapy. When you do that, you need a home health agency license. Home infusion therapy is defined as providing IV therapy in a person's home or residence. So if you do it in a hotel, unless that's your home or residence, typically that doesn't fall within those parameters. What you're seeing is that a lot of times the law is just silent, it doesn't say anything. So you're really left in this in-between gray zone, and that means you need legal interpretation from somebody who both knows the law, knows the gaps in the law, and is a veteran. They've seen a lot of situations, and they have practice experience to know what's going to fly, what's high risk, what's medium risk, what's probably going to go below the radar. So those are some cornerstones of IV clinical practice in Florida. Again, it varies by state. We just use Florida to give you an example. If you're going to do something across states, then you really need to understand what the rules of the road are in different places. If you enjoyed today's video and would like to dive deeper into any of the topics, contact us and we'll arrange for your legal strategy session. In the legal strategy session, we'll address your specific healthcare legal needs, review your business, and give you concrete recommendations to help you move forward. To get started, click below. We'd love to talk to you.